like 10 episodes in. Stop acting like you don't know what my motherfucking name is. Don't say it down there in Spanish and patois. El Capitan Con Fuego Freedom Bomba, also known as the Backpack Prophet. If you have to call me by anything else, you can call me CJ Farkason. I won't blame you if you do. I am with my esteemed colleagues of the Up to It podcast. To my left is certified to God. The only one who can do what he do, how he does it. No one can do it better. And below us, and below us on this screen, because of course he has done so much of his life, he is magnetically drawn to the forces of hell. The one, the
Wow.
only,
Wow.
Jesus.
the glizzy goated god himself, John Sticky Face LeBlanc. And this
What?
is the Up to It podcast. Oh yeah. Why y'all niggas don't think I can think? Come on, stop it. We just started. We just started.
Oh,
We just started.
man.
Hey,
Got
y'all
them.
don't want me to go in, stop letting me do the intro. As simple as that. Y'all don't want me to say crazy shit, stop letting me do the intro. As simple as that.
Man.
Oh God.
Shit, that's funny.
Oh
Oh,
God. I
man.
don't even know what's gonna happen. That's why you don't let me do the intro, bro. But it's
Damn
okay.
it, man.
Welcome to the Up to It podcast. You know my host, you know my name, you know why we're here. We got a good one for today. Got a good one for today. So the topic of discussion, I'm gonna get straight to it. Lavish over leverage. What do we value most in this world, and how does it relate to what we see in life and in anime? Um, the beautiful part of it is you got to have that correlation between the good things in life and the way that you can leverage the things that you don't to get what you need. Uh, is it just about the wealth? Is it just about the money? Or is it about the relationships that you cultivate? I know a wealthy man can be somebody that has thousands of millions and billions of dollars in the bank, but I know that a rich man has fortified himself in relationships that can carry him beyond them billions and them millions and them thousands. So I'm gonna bring it to my esteemed colleagues, to my esteemed uh I don't know how can I put this? My esteemed frolickers of the fuckery as we do what we do. Sticky and certified. You know what? I've been thinking. I feel like I've been talking too much on this podcast. I feel like I get up here, y'all let me get to preaching. These motherfuckers gonna say this nigga cap, whatever the fuck he talk about, con fuego fidi bombo. He don't shut the fuck up. He got all the fuego fidi bombo. So I'm gonna pass it over to my esteemed colleagues to set it off first. And I'm gonna sit and drink my drink, which by the way, I'm drinking a delicate screwdriver, which has some of the makings of a Stella Artois, because when you get older, drinks just fall into each other, god damn it. But it's in that gator glass. Y'all see that bitch.
That's,
Feed
that's
him.
that bullshit. You know them Gators always
Yeah.
drink that moonshine. Nigga, we know that ain't
Yeah.
vodka in there, bro.
Hmm?
You know that ain't vodka in there, nigga. That's all. That's straight up
Yeah,
moonshine in that bitch.
yeah.
Nigga, you so
And it's
nasty. So,
it ain't
Oh
a
my God.
screwdriver. It
it's
ain't
a
a screwdriver.
yeah,
It's a
nigga.
blue driver. Oh.
You know what's crazy, right?
That shit
That
like
bitch
it's
ain't got no
flames.
labels. It's in a mason jar.
Yeah. Oh,
Hmm.
yeah.
You want to know how it's really serious?
You
This
got it
shit
back.
got
You got it
peach.
in the
This shit
backwoods.
got this shit got
That's
peaches at the bottom.
yeah, exactly.
This shit was ran through a sawmill. My God,
Jesus Christ. Okay.
shit probably older than NASCAR. I'm listening, brothers. Talk to me. Talk
So
to me.
is the lavishness of life more rewarding than actually, having that type of influence in this type of life in this life? You can see it in our day and age, bro. Like everything's also from social media, bro. Like everybody's out here fucking. If you're not fucking putting out the most high end stuff and making it seem like you're living the most luxurious life, you ain't doing nothing.
Hmm.
Now, I know some people say fake it till you make it, which sounds good on certain occasions, but are you really working for it? Is the real question. So is it cool to just fake it while you're on screen until you can get to where you want to be, or are you gonna work in the background and see and get to where you need to get to? I have two versions of this whole thing. I got two. Well, I got four examples. I cut it in half because you got one who picked lavishness over luxury. I mean, lavishness over leverage, and you got people who picked the leverage over lavishness. I'm gonna start off with the old goat. I know Cap said he got one. I'm not even gonna jump on him, but I'm gonna give you fucking Frieza and this fucking
Oh,
Frieza.
oh, so you ain't just going for the lavish, you going for the racism too. You going to the supreme.
Just
Oh, what?
Yeah,
this
this
shit, bro.
nigga Frieza was like a gay racist, dog. That shit ain't make no sense to me, dog.
He
No,
was
think about
white.
this. He was born in straight up luxury. He was already given his own army, the Saiyan race.
Hmm.
You know what I mean? Mind you, he had full potential,
Yeah,
and he never pursued that shit until he got his ass whooped.
getting your ass will do that to you.
Right? You know what I mean? So even though he had all the power, all the what's the word I'm looking for? He had every way to
I
get
think,
wanted to
how
be.
can we put it? He had all of the privileges or advantages,
He
you
had
could
all
say.
the advantages he had to. He could have went to go train and get stronger or whatever, but he was already strong, so he didn't even care.
Hmm.
He didn't think about pursuing strength. He didn't think about trying to be more than where he was at. He wanted more shit. He wanted to enjoy his wines and you know what I mean, conquering planets without lifting a finger. But you know, if he needed something, all you had to do was little nigga. If you don't stop with that, thanks. If I don't lost the train of thought. He was given. I'm about to kill somebody. I'm about to be a single father today.
Damn.
Little man's out here trying to cook, so now he's over here going crazy.
It's all right, nephew.
Yeah. No, he's not. He's not gonna make it. He's not gonna make it past the night. Just go ahead and just wish him his goodbyes now. We'll see you in the gulag, nigga. But so with Frieza, instead of him trying to train, if you needed any help, all he had to do is go ask their old daddy King Cole, and he got what he wanted.
Hmm.
So with all that, he chose to just live the lavish life until he was actually faced with the problem. To you know, what I mean, he actually had to lift a finger, and at that point, he was doing good until he ran across the wrong nigga.
Yeah,
Literally the wrong nigga, because he was calling him a monkey. He was calling him a monkey. So yeah, he
yeah.
goes.
And the crazy part about that is that he had an overwhelming type of power that he had never seen someone challenge his power. And what's crazy about it that we know now through Super, he knew that there were niggas that were stronger than him. He knew there was niggas not to be fucked with. He just felt that there was nobody um that he ruled over that could really challenge his authority and his power. And he knew that powerful gods like Beerus and them wouldn't interrupt what he had going on. As a matter of fact, if you look at what Frieza did, Frieza technically was helping Beerus out by destroying certain planets and shit like that. So
And
you could
that's
tell
what we find out later. But yeah,
yeah, that's what I'm saying. We find that out later, but then once again, he does what a lot of people do um who have talent but don't cultivate it. Um, because you can have talent, you can be talented as fucking, you can have all the advantages, but if you don't use it to your advantage and if you don't cultivate it, then it doesn't get you anywhere. Because look at the monstrous leap that Goku had to achieve in order to become Super Saiyan and become stronger than him. And not only that, Goku proved to himself the only thing that we that was proven when uh the only thing that was proven when Goku first started fighting Frieza was that Goku obviously was a better fighter and a more skilled fighter than Frieza. The only thing that Frieza had over Goku was that he had all of the advantages and he was stronger than him. Not not a better fighter. He just had more raw power than him. Frieza was telekinetic. We forget that Frieza was telekinetic. Frieza wasn't telepathic, but Frieza was telekinetic. He can move things with his mind. He had multiple transformations. He obviously had a level of durability that had not been seen in the series before. So he had all these advantages. He just never cultivated them. As we see that um when he obtained the golden Frieza form, and
Yeah.
I always thought it was funny and it was kind of like comical that he attained the golden Frieza form and had that power, and that was a power boost for him. But when he turned gold, in order to beat the super, in order for them to beat Frieza, they had to gain gold hair and this golden aura. So when he leveled up, he got the golden skin and armor and aura. By the time he had gotten that transformation,
He got the blue hair.
they became gods.
But you know, it's funny. He actually mentioned that while he was doing the transformation. He said he modeled his transformation based off of Super Saiyan.
Hmm.
Now
Of
this
course,
nigga's black, so I'm trying to figure out what the hell he modeled that one off.
niggas, niggas, pure Air Force energy. They should have called that for BTA, belt to ass, because that's all it was.
Lord.
That's all it was. That boy wasn't trying to hear it.
So I got a second one,
Hmm.
and I don't know if this is on y'all list, but this is a good one for me. I got Gilgamesh from the Fate series.
Oh, you son of a bitch. I was tucking. You know that's one of my favorite characters ever.
I know he is. So
That's one of my
I
favorite
thought about it, I was
characters
like,
ever.
yeah, man, because this dog
I can write a fucking dissertation on the fucking king
and
of
not know. You
heroes, the king of
know what?
kings.
You know what? I channeled my inner Confuego Finabombo
Feed him Bombo.
to find some characters for this shit. And that nigga that was a prime example of you know what I mean, him choosing lavishness over leverage.
There is nobody else.
Because his
There
gate of
there
Babylon had
there is nobody else. And
every
you know what the crazy part about him is? The crazy part about Gilgamesh is that Gilgamesh is talented. He is powerful, but he is also in his other forms. Because I don't know if you know, I don't know how much I know about Fate, but in the Fate series, you could be summoned the same hero based on the part of the story that is recognized and what you use to summon them. They can be summoned as different classes. So Gilgamesh at his highest is usually, well, no, Gilgamesh at his highest is a grand servant. Technically, he's one of the strongest. He's the grand servant of the archer class. But at his like most powerful, he is usually a archer class servant because how he launches the swords and shit like that. He can also be summoned as a caster. But in his archer form, he's talented because he knows everything. He's like one of the first heroes. He's like one of the first real heroes. The first the epic of Gilgamesh is literally like the first novel that was found and discovered and written by Mesopotamian culture and stuff like that. It is crazy and it makes sense why his history is so intertwined with him being like the first hero and the king of heroes because his like it says his storehouse contains every noble phantasm that will ever be is in his storehouse, a version of it, even if it isn't empowered by the story of the hero or the servant that wielded it. He has all of that in there. So his advantages are plenty, and he's a skilled warrior. He can fight. He's strong. Gilgamesh is just a arrogant fuck. Like, he's just an arrogant fuck. Like he is a good parallel to Frieza because the thing about it is they are talented, but they know when to turn that shit on. You know, they know when to turn that shit on. They just learn how to turn that shit on. If you watch the first part of Strange Fake, you see like Gilgamesh bullshitted. He has been bullshitting throughout the entire Strange Fake series. Like literally, he has been bullshitting that entire series. He bullshitted all of Fate Stay Night. He bullshitted all of Fate Stay Night. Like, and that's why he got fucked up by Shiro, because he did not believe he could lose. Um, he has one of the strongest, he has one of the strongest weapons in all of the Fate series. Aya is like one of the strongest. Like, it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. Like he has a legacy, but it's just that he indulges in everything else because he refuses to believe that he has to he has to rise to the level of his opponents, I guess you could say. Whereas everybody is striving to conquer him, and he doesn't believe that he has to take anybody seriously. He doesn't believe he has to honor anybody except, of course, Enkidu, which is bullshit because Enkidu running around here in a potato sack and overpowered as fuck. It don't make no goddamn sense. But alas, I digress. That's a good one. That is a good one.
I feel like the lavish life. If you living beyond your means, I feel like lavish life can be a trap. But I think it's more to life than just living the lavish life or even leveraging off of anything. So look at Nami for example, right? Nami, when she see treasure, she see her eyes turn into dollar signs,
Hmm.
and she can hustle any person out they draws. You know what I'm saying? She don't have hockey. She she don't have conquerors hockey. She don't have armament hockey. None of that. You know what I'm saying? She has a weapon that was developed by Usopp,
Hmm.
but yo, she can hustle you out your draws. And plus she's the ship's navigator. But I feel like she's found treasure being with the Straw Hat crew. I
Right.
feel like she's found treasure uh figuring out what's her purpose in life. And that's being the navigator for the Straw Hat crew. So that's one of
Hey,
my examples.
listen, and I think when we use the word leverage, we don't have to look at it as a negative thing, because when you talk about in terms of leverage, all of the people that we look at in anime, all the good heroes, they leverage their personality traits and their goodwill in order to have people follow them and support their dreams. You brought up Nami. One of the realest moments in all of anime for me is the walk to Arlong Park. I don't know if we even talked about it. I think we talked about it on the pod before.
Oh yeah.
But the walk to Arlong
That
Park
walk to
Park is
Arlong
one of
Park. Yeah.
is probably the first legendary moment in all of One Piece, because it's the first time that somebody really truly depended on Luffy, and them as a crew had to come together and was like, okay, stand down, man down. Like we're gonna handle this. And she
It's
told them, go ahead, go ahead.
it's that, and it's also that was the first time Luffy actually had backup.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Because remember, Luffy ain't had backup every time he helped everybody else.
right.
It was just him.
And the leverage parts comes in because Nami in that point realized that she was never going to be free from Arlon. Arlon wasn't going to keep his word. Her adopted mother died for nothing, and all this money she had been saving to liberate these people and be free, she can buy her freedom. And Luffy had told her before, if you want to join my crew and if you need help, just tell me. If you just tell me that you need my help, and I'm gonna help you. But Luffy, Luffy rule. Hey, I need to hear you say it. And remember, she stabbed herself.
That
She
sounds real
turned.
familiar. That sounds like one of my
Uh-huh.
hot takes.
Huh?
That sounds like one of my hot takes from the Monkey D family. But okay, go
So
ahead.
so he turned she and he didn't say it in that point, but she turned to him and she remembered what he said, and she said, Luffy, help me. That nigga screamed, of course I will. Of course I will. That nigga put his hat, he put the straw hat on her head, and what the boys did. That boy walked out. Don't and listen, there is there are few walk 'em down scenes than the walk
They
to
walked
Arlong
that
Park.
shit down.
They walked them niggas down.
They walked
There
that
are a
shit down.
few scenes in anime. There are a few scenes in anime where a crew pulls up to a nigga crib. Listen, listen. If that was Los Angeles, the LAPD would be at the gates for these niggas. Them boys walked. Luffy walked outside the gate. Them boys was posing. Them boys was posing. Them niggas look like an NWA album cover. And them boys said, let's go. And hey, that's all it took. That's all it took. It was to walk to Arlong Park, and them boys walked up and handled business. And they did what they needed to do. And that's how you leverage, that's not how you just leverage your leadership. That's how you leverage true friendship. Because listen,
Okay.
the, the same thing happened. The same thing happened with Nico Robin, which is yet another one of the rawest moments in One Piece.
Yep.
And Luffy evoked that. She said, Robin, they came for her. She left because she didn't want to get them in trouble. Because she had always been that way. And Luffy said, you didn't say it. I need to hear you say it. If you say it, I got you. Because that's what a good leader does. He leverages his ability to galvanize people and the trust that people have in him. That's how a person who is a leader gains more people to follow him. That's how a leader becomes a better leader, and that's how he gains more followers. He leverages the trust of the people around him that he don't even have to say nothing, he just have to do. So when she came and that boy said, hey,
Experiment with.
that boy said, hey,
Put it in there.
take me to the what you call it, take me to the ocean with y'all, take me to the sea, I want to go with y'all.
Hmm.
That boy said, okay, bet. Okay, we coming to get you. Spandam told
Even
him, hey,
even the situation with him and Usopp going
mm-hmm,
through their difference, and that was
mm-hmm,
that was a moment where he had to exhibit like leadership,
yeah,
and Zoro was like, "Hey, y'all stay out of this.
mm-hmm,
This is something that he has to handle."
Well, yes, he did have to exhibit it, but Zoro was the one who was forcing him to exhibit that shit.
Yeah, I mean that's
yeah,
his what
Yeah,
Zoro is. What Zoro is his right hand.
yeah. Zoro's the first mate.
Zoro
That's
is
what
that.
Zoro's supposed to do.
Yeah,
That's
so
his,
so of course he's the first
that's what
mate.
Zoro's supposed to do.
You know what I mean? And
You want to talk about leverage and leadership. You want to talk about leverage and leadership. Zoro's done it too, because guess what? One of the
oh yeah,
greatest is listen, one of the greatest leverages that we have to gain trust among each other, and why there's a relationship and respect, even if Sanji and Zoro get on each other's nerves, you know why they always in sync? Because they have respect for each other. You know why they have respect for each other? They had respect for each other because of Luffy before. But you know what I know gained Sanji respect for Zoro? Nothing happened. Nothing happened.
That was peak right there.
And
Peak.
what?
you want to know why you know there was respect there? Because the first thing that happened when they all woke up, the first thing Sanji did when he was making sure everybody was safe, he realized Zoro wasn't there. He went to go find Zoro. And as soon as he saw him, he was relieved because he like, okay, I thought something had happened to you, Ma said. And then when he saw what his bruises were, and I think it was important it was important for Sanji to see that. It was important for Sanji to see that and to understand that because that was a boost to Sanji. Yeah, he said, "Damn, what happened to you?" That boy Zoro on the edge of death. That boy Zoro, arms folded, eyes red. That boy said nothing happened.
It's been taken care of.
You know what that should
But
remind me
listen, well,
Cat, remember that time you went to it wasn't with me though, it was with certain somebody. We ain't gonna bring his name up. You went to Bethune's homecoming
uh-huh.
before we went together.
Yeah.
You remember the whole incident that went down?
You talk about
It seemed like it
times
seemed like
when the
when
ancient
y'all
scrolls are
when you
written.
when y'all talk about BCU and y'all adventures, it seemed like it's a whole bunch of them, but it's literally how many times y'all went to
We only went once, but
it's
I've been going
once,
because
but
my
it's so
family.
much it is so much fuckery that happened
Listen,
during that trip.
shout out to Bethune Cookman University, man. Listen,
It's about it's
if
about
I didn't
it's,
love
it's about
Gainesville,
6 or 7 arcs that done happened in that one trip.
listen, shout out to Bethune Cookman, boy. Shout out to Bethune Cookman homecoming, boy. If
This,
you know,
I'm
you
not
know.
referencing our trip. Our trip
Nah,
was our trip
we're referencing the prior trip.
was
Yo,
prior before that. Before I
Yeah,
That's when
yeah,
I volunteered to go and said, "Hey, we finna go turn up."
yeah. I remember that very
He,
well.
he came, he called me and said, "Hey, man, this was going down, whatever, whatever." He was like, "I am never going to do another trip with this guy again."
Never.
That looking like one of them chickens that
Yeah,
I said, "Cat, what happened to you?" He said, "Nothing happened."
nothing happened. Cause and remember you said, dog. And remember you said, listen, y'all already know the type of person that I am, dog.
oh yeah, we do.
And that's why y'all know if it's a situation, tell them the motto. Tell them the motto.
If Cap ain't coming for you,
Nobody
nobody,
ain't coming for you.
nobody
Listen,
is.
Yo,
listen,
I
and
have
I'll be.
I have a story. You already know. So 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 I mean at the time of all these
Oh my
trips
lord.
that we was going on,
Mm-hmm.
funds was scarce. So
Mm-hmm.
we used to have to make something happen. Something just have to
In our
come
younger
out of
days,
thin
that's
air.
true.
So so I'm not gonna say the person's name. I was with them. We were supposed to get a rental. So we
Mhm.
went to
Well,
Hertz, I think. Yeah, Hertz. And I don't know how Shaylin got so many like points. He got so many points off of Hertz. He probably can get a freaking Bugatti. But that's neither here or there.
backpack
But
profit, baby.
hey, but 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 at the time they was like, hey, I don't know what we gonna do for y'all, but y'all not getting this rental. So the person that I was with, she said, well, I guess that's a done deal. I'm like, damn, that's crazy. We
We're
was
going
going
to
to
Afro
Afro
Punk.
Punk.
Shout out to Afro
So I was
Punk,
like,
man.
shit, man, I
Afro
was
Punk
looking
Atlanta
forward
was
to
a
going
time.
there, man. So
Is it still going on?
so
It goes on in different places, but the one in Atlanta doesn't happen anymore because they
I think
moved.
it goes on in New York as well.
It goes on in they have it in Brooklyn, and then they have one in
Yeah,
South Africa now, and then they have one I think in France in Paris. The one in Atlanta, boy, that was a
we should
special
try New
time, boy.
York. Hey,
Yeah, we got to go to Brooklyn.
up
I think
to it,
they do New
fans.
Jersey too.
We might do
I,
that.
I got people's
You
in New
might
York.
see us if it's
Yeah,
still in Brooklyn. You know what I
oh,
mean?
let's do it.
But
Hey, I loved
so
Afro Punk.
so back to the story.
Hmm.
So I get a phone call. Who is it? It's El Capitan Con Fuego Feed 'em Bumbo. so so I'm like, I got to break this. I got to break the news to this man that we not going to Afro Punk. I said, man, Cap, man, I don't think we going. He said, give the phone to the person that's driving right now. I said, all right. So she was like, I don't know. And she said, but and she turned around. She said, "Hey, I'll be right back." She went. It didn't even not even 5 minutes. She came out with her pencil. That had to be the greatest pep talk on God's green earth.
Because who
Yo,
decided that? Who
yo,
decided that we weren't going to
that
Afro
had
Puck?
to be the
Who
greatest pep
decided
talk.
that?
Who,
No, it wasn't. It
whatever character you felt like gave the greatest pep talk, ain't this don't compare. Because
For
we
the
hey, I'm
whole
sick of
didn't have
I'm
no
sick of
funds.
certified
We were
stories, dog.
broke. Funds was scarce. I know y'all know what that means. We didn't have it.
Like Dusty
I
Rhodes
damn
used to
sure ain't
say,
have that time.
hard times,
But
daddy.
that pep talk, I don't know what was said.
Nah, she
As
just
soon as she said, but when you know something is being said after somebody say but and they pause. But
interjection.
she turned around and said, I'll be right back, y'all. I gotta go handle business. I said, oh, what's going on? So, hey, there was no funds given. Hey, it was a pep talk. Hey,
Nah,
shout outs to Cap.
shut up.
and we went to Afro Punk and had a good ass time.
Had the time of our lives.
Shout out to No Name. She killed it.
Shout out to
Shout
No
out to
Name.
Pusha T. You know what I mean?
Shout out to Pusha T. Shout
Hey,
out to Smino because Smino performed. Oh
yo,
man, listen, it wasn't the pep talk. It was just that she just went around it the wrong way. She was supposed to do it one way and she didn't do it right. And listen, y'all know me.
and
I get specific.
we leverage off a situation like that. You know, it's
Listen,
motivation. You know what I'm saying? And that's what you need sometimes.
yeah. Sometimes you gotta learn. Sometimes the leader has to step in. When you're the leader, you have to step in and make sure that you do it the right way because sometimes you have to. It's a way that you have to do things to get the result that you want to get. And listen, we got the result that we wanted to get. Granted,
Yeah.
granted, we got that fucking riddle. We got that fucking riddle. Left the fucking airport. Well, y'all came and got me. We left the we left from down here and got stuck in traffic. Remember, we got stuck in traffic for like 2 hours by the stadium.
Yeah.
No, we didn't get to Atlanta till 7 o'clock in the morning.
You know, I'm so happy
Oh,
you brought that up. So you want to bring up stories, right?
I
I'm
know
sick
you
of
have a
y'all.
couple.
I'm sick of y'all. And why do the stories always revolve
Sticky
around me?
face. I know you got some.
Why do the stories
Shoot
always
that
revolve
shit.
around
And I feel like
me?
I'm going to be a part of the ones I'm about to bring up
Listen,
as well. So I
actually,
can
you was there, sir. You were there.
Oh
Do you
God.
I knew
remember?
it.
Do you remember when
Oh.
we went to Atlanta
Mhm.
and we had one of our favorite guys who, man, listen, I wish he was here with us, but he out
Yeah,
here doing
man.
right now. Shout out to Zen.
Shout out to Dre Zen, boy.
Shout out to Dre Zen,
Shout out
man.
to Dre Zen.
You remember when
The legend never would have made it.
in front of
I
China?
think huh?
Huh?
We
Uh
tried
oh.
to China.
I'm gonna just
Remember when he what?
He chose Lavish over leverage.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
He chose Lavish.
that boy,
Turn up
that
on
boy, that boy succumbed. That boy had to succumb to the slings and arrows of outrageous fortune.
so so
Ah. Hey,
so.
listen,
he fucked around and fucked up that tire.
destroyed that tire. Listen, let me tell you something.
Oh, yo.
Hey, you know why I
Hey,
didn't want to
and
tell
shout
this
out to
story?
Sticky Face, man, because Sticky Face was in full on preacher regalia
Tell ya.
that day, and he
That boy was
shot
going
that
to preach.
motherfucker.
That boy was
And
about to preach the sermon out the mount. Took his suit. I'm talking suited and booted, family. I'm
Suited
talking
him.
about this boy had
suited
the
and
haircut.
booted.
That boy had
Well,
the haircut. The shoes was gleaming off the Atlanta sun. That boy took that
yes, sir.
jacket off. That boy rolled them sleeves
Yes,
up.
sir. Yes, sir.
Hey, listen, I ain't gonna lie to your
Yes,
family.
sir.
I ain't gonna lie to your family. I wasn't doing shit because I told Dre Zen not to do that shit, and I was high as giraffe pussy. I went inside a crystal and got me a large Sprite, and I got everybody in Crystal Burger. that was me leveraging the situation up to a fam. I told Drake, and I told John. I said, I thought John said, "Oh, let's get this go so we can meet because we had an open mic night. Shout out to that open mic night. That was
Passion.
a
Love.
awesome.
I
That
got
was an
another
awesome.
story. I
Those
got
two.
another story, but I feel like
Listen,
I should save it.
listen.
So I'm gonna save it.
You gonna say that's the I know that story is about me.
Yeah, of course it is.
I know that story is
Of,
about me.
of
I
course
know
it is.
I know exactly what story you're about to
Of
tell.
course
Shout
it
out to
is, yo.
China. Shout out to China for wherever she was. China was so cool. China worked at Atlanta
She worked in the
Breakfast
mall.
Club.
Yeah,
No,
my
China worked
fault.
at a
Atlanta Breakfast
Atlanta
Club.
Breakfast Club,
Shout
dog.
out to Atlanta Breakfast
Dog,
Club.
that
We
was
was in
10
there.
that was 10 years
Hey,
ago, bro.
we was
Like
we
that's
was
crazy.
we was in there before the line was around the corner, and you had
Yeah,
to
and
get.
we
Yeah,
Atlanta Breakfast Club had just opened. We were some of the first people that came in there. They had just opened, I think, like a couple of weeks before,
yeah, man.
and they were like, "Y'all, some of our first customers. Their food was amazing, dog, and it was amazing. It's amazing thing that we was in there when nobody was in there certified.
Yeah.
That shit was so good. We wound up getting her for locking her in for an interview, and then coming back the next day, we brought John. We brought Sticky when he came into town, dog. Shout out, y'all gonna hear us talk about that. That's y'all gonna hear us talk about that 2016 trip to Atlanta a lot, but that was one of the most legendary trips that we have ever
Oh fuck
had.
yeah! I gotta tell another one. It is what it is. Hey, so
Uh,
this one is a different one. So,
it's still about me.
huh?
I know it's still about.
Yeah, it is. But but so going into the trip, I just got out of a filthy relationship. You know what I mean? So I was out the mix for a while. So I'm coming in. I'm, I'm like, why all of y'all here with Chris and y'all here with John? Hey, what's going on? Going through the process. I'm like, without me? But that's neither here or there. So
You said we
we
was going.
there, huh?
You said we was going to what?
He said we was going. Me and Zen was going through the process. We was going through.
Oh,
Yeah, but
yeah.
that's neither here or there. But we're at Ricky's. Shout out to Ricky's.
Shout out to
If you
Ricky's.
if you don't know, you
Listen,
don't know. Hey,
Ricky's gonna
Ricky's
be
is a diamond in the rough, nigga.
Ricky's is gonna be unattainable in a couple of months, dog. I show speed I show speed when he was down here for the World Cup pulled up to Ricky's.
Oh yeah.
That's crazy, bro. We
What for
used to
real?
be in Yeah, dog. We used to be in Ricky's when there was because they somebody told him they had the best wings, dog. But
Oh,
listen,
Max is the manager there now.
who?
Max.
Max? Yeah.
Yeah.
Listen,
Yeah,
we
shout out
used
to
to be
Max,
in
man.
we used to be in Ricky's when Ricky's opened at 5 p.m. and closed at 5 a.m. And the only people that used to come in there late night was the people that used to work at Fridays and Chili's at Ale House.
Yo,
Oh
that's
man, because it was
crazy.
the only thing open, dog. What a time to be alive. But
But
keep
yeah,
going with your story because I know where it's going.
we in Ricky's, right? But what time it was? El
We didn't
Capitan.
leave,
It was
dog. We didn't leave.
we had to be at the airport at what time? Put it that way.
We had to be well, we should have been at the airport at 3:45 or
At three
3:30
I
because
know what y'all was doing.
our flight was at 5:30.
it's at
So
five
we should have
thirty.
been at
We are at
and
Ricky's at what time?
we're at Ricky's, it is 3:30. With the time we're supposed to be at the airport.
So
And I'm telling Zen because
so
we
we
we were like we had this all planned out because we were going to Atlanta. We had already went to Atlanta. We had all had been to Atlanta separately in 2015, the year before. Myself, it was one trip where myself and Zen went. We linked up with Sticky. We went to Atlanta Greek picnic, had the time of our lives. So we was like, "Oh, we gotta do this again." We wound up doing it a month later with myself, Zen, uh certified, and shout out to my big brother Cashmere,
Cash. Yeah. Well,
Pat Jam
Pat Jam.
305.
Y'all checking them
And
out, man. Y'all
we
follow.
all went up there and once again had another legendary time, went through Icon Studios, went through Varsity, went through Atlantic Station,
Yeah,
Just
man.
cut up the whole city. We were young. We were
I got
young
a
enough to
story for
get
that
in.
one too. That involved cash. But we're gonna save that for the next episode.
We gonna
Oh,
bring
I
him
know
onto the
coming.
podcast.
We're gonna
We're
bring him on
gonna
to the
bring him
podcast
onto the pod so that
so
we
we
can
can tell
talk
that
to me.
story.
Because if we gonna talk shit to his motherfucking face. But I
Just
remember,
know he's a legend.
yeah,
A legend.
yeah, he a Farkason. He definitely a legend. But I remember we left Ricky's playing pool and drinking at 3:30 because I looked at Zen. I said it's 3:30 in the morning. We have to be on this flight at 5:30, nigga. And you know I used to have to talk to Zen like rough as fuck. I used to have to like turn into a whole different person. I said, pussy nigga, we gotta be on this flight at 5:30. We're going to be on this flight at 5:30, or I'm strapping your body to the wing of this plane and we're getting there.
They
We
just
got
had
and
a
then
weird way of showing each other love.
come, but that's
Hey,
my
yo,
brother.
listen.
Listen,
But hey,
but
listen.
then listen, this man looks at me dead in my eye, cool as a cucumber, nigga. That's why he used to infuriate me. Cool as a cucumber. This nigga says, "That's cool. I gotta go home and pack anyway."
It back.
For a
It
case to
back.
go though?
Yo, let me tell you something.
Pack.
Hey, let me tell you something. I know everybody on this here screen. I know when Sticky is mad, and I know when El Capitan, and I know they know when I'm mad. So
Yeah.
when he said when so when he said, "Oh, I gotta go home and pack," you know when Shayla mad when you do something like this. You say when you do that, he's mad. It's going.
I said,
John, you know,
I said,
hey, Sticky face, you know what I'm talking about. When he said he really did like he said. So
I said, I said,
It's like his
no,
words was trying to come out, but it came back.
no, yeah.
And then he
it was
comes
a
out.
situation where he did that, but
Hold,
I'm gonna talk about that on another episode. But yo,
I told him, I said, no, get in the fucking car, let's go. And then not only that, we walk outside. He doesn't even have his car; he has a rental. So when we get to the hotel, we have to return the rental and then then get over to the airport and find our fucking our gate and go through TSA.
but at the bar, he proceeded to say,
We have enough time,
Same time I
dog.
told y'all niggas, hey, I don't care what
"Hey,
happens, but y'all niggas better make sure y'all,
Yes,
y'all better
you
y'all
be
got
make
the
on the
airport,
motherfucking plane." Hey, oh listen,
dog.
hey, we was
We
wild
get
back
there.
then.
We get
We was
there.
on we used to be on
Demon
Delta and
time,
shit like that.
dog.
We was on some
Listen,
whole different type of shit.
listen. We drive to this motherfucker's house. He
No,
lives like,
drive is an understatement. He was
yeah,
hauling
hauling
ass.
ass, hauling
If
ass.
you need
I
anybody for a getaway
listen,
driver, you best to call Dre Zen.
listen,
That boy, hey, whatever
dog.
they did to
We
that
get to
rental,
his
that
house.
shit is gone.
Listen, we got a bill. I ain't tell you we got a bill for that rental. We got a bill for that rental because they said he blew the engine out.
Was a K on the
They
end of that
could,
motherfucker?
they could, dog. Dog. He pushed that. It was a little poor Mazda 3. May it rest in peace. Cause, dog, we could smell the engine oil burning when he turned the car off. The man said, "I don't know if this is gonna move." And he said, the man
Move.
tried to crank it up. The man tried to crank it up. That shit. They say, he said, "Dun, dun, 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 dun." That shit said, it
Let's
didn't
keep it
die.
moving. All right, dog. You good?
He said, hey. I said, thank you for everything, man. We
Hey,
appreciate you.
you
Thank
are a
you for
gentleman and
everything.
you are a motherfucking
I
scholar.
said,
Hey,
thank
do
you for
your job,
everything, man. We appreciate you. Dog, Dre went up there and was
man.
taking his sweet ass time to fucking get this fucking. I'm sitting there pacing because I'm like, bro, I
Yo, he's
already don't
pacing.
like.
He's
I'm
pacing.
pacing. I'm
It's
walking a
so bad.
hole in the ground, dog. And then I said, Dre. I said, Dre, come on, bro. He said, King, relax, man. Relax, bro. He said, dog, sit down, relax. Dog, have a drink, man. He said, man, dog, just chill, bro. I'll be another 20, 30 minutes. I said, we don't have 20 or 30 minutes. Hurry up.
All you heard was
He threw the
that.
bag,
He threw
down
his back
down
downstairs.
the stairs. He
Classic
said, all right,
Drizzy,
all
man.
right, all right. Dog, we got from 75. We were all the way we were closer to US 27 than we were to the airport. We got to the airport in 10 minutes. From off 75 to the airport in 10 minutes.
If
When
anybody
I tell
listens
you,
to
listen,
you like house way
dog, he was
how
pushing that car. He was pushing that car so hard the battery started dying. The battery started dying when we pulled into the parking lot. When we pulled into the car return, the battery started dying. I said, Dre,
house way.
I said, turn this car off. I said,
This
whatever this
motherfucker
nigga
was a
say.
brand new rental, nigga.
It was a brand new rental. It was literally in 2016. Dog, that man said, hey, it won't move. I said, hey man, appreciate you. Thank you for everything.
That was good.
Thank you for everything. You think I'm turning back?
We proceed to run from the rental spot to our gate,
To our
which
gate.
was halfway across the freaking airport.
Get to the gate. Get to the gate. Everybody trying to sign in. Everybody trying to sign in to they to get their ticket. Nobody can get their ticket.
Yo, I'm whooping
Certified
on.
can't get his ticket.
I'm
Zen can't get his
I'm
ticket.
I'm ready to go. Mind you, hey, I just got off of a gas station. So I was like, yo, I'm ready to go. I'm ready to go out of town. I'm ready. I'm ready. I need a vacation. So the little screen was like saying, hey, there is no reservation. I started going like Tekken freaking Killer Instinct on the doggone screen. You know, all
No.
types of combos.
Glenn said they say my what you call it ain't working. I said what? And then here I go. I'm already mad. Then here goes Zen. Zen said, "Dog, they can't bring up my ticket." I said, "Don't worry about it. Don't worry." I went to the front. I said, "Hey, this my problem. I think I can always solve something if I go and slap the fuck off." Y'all know I'm the king. Y'all know I'm the king of waiting to go
What?
slap the fuck off. I jumped in
Real
that bitch.
quick, yo.
I said, hey, I said, I don't know what the fuck is going on here,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
we got our tickets. I said, we got our tickets, and it's motherfucking. I said, it's motherfucking five. I said, it's motherfucking 5:10. We got 25 minutes to get to the gate. I
And
said, fuck that.
we all smell reek of alcohol at this
Alcohol.
point.
Like a fucking bar stool, dog. I said we got 25 minutes to get to the gate.
You
I said,
said
dog, let
25
us through.
minutes. We got 25 minutes. The person behind the counter was looking confused. I said, "Oh shit, he going off
I said we
on this
got
man, yo."
25 fucking minutes to get to the gate. I said we have to get to Atlanta. I
He
don't want to
said,
hear that
he
shit,
said,
bro.
he said,
The,
what's the
dude, he said, what's
what's
the
the
reservation?
reservation number?
He typed in, he said, sir, he said, we didn't cancel your flight. He said the 5:30 flight is overbooked, so we just moved you to the 6:30 flight.
Oh,
I said,
oh,
I said, oh, I said, oh shit. I said, oh, can I get moved over to the 6:30 flight too? He said, I already moved you. He just said that deadpan as fuck. He said, I already moved you.
well, hold on. So the best part of that whole situation was when we got to our gate, we saw this dude. He was going to a wedding. He had on
in,
a UM shirt.
in Hawaii, I think
He
he
was
was a coach. He was a coach for football, dog.
and he seen it. He was like, "Hey man, wherever y'all going, I know y'all about to have a good time. I want to go with y'all." He
Yeah,
was like,
we laughed at him.
I'm about to go meet up with my friends too, and we about to turn up.
He said we about
One
to
of my
marry my.
homeboys.
He said we about to marry one of my homeboys off. He said, but I want to go where you guys are going. He said, where y'all
Yeah,
going? He said, where
it
you
was just
guys going?
random too.
Man, we had times, boy. But
What?
listen. Once again, leveraging the situation, turning it into something different, dog.
Yeah, that situation was from
Turning it turning it into something situation. And
that was a
listen,
sticky situation. You know what I'm saying?
Listen,
Yeah,
and we leverage.
I ain't talking about sticky face over here, but that was a sticky situation, yo.
And listen,
And sticky
it
face was like, y'all best to be on that plane.
and look, dog. I can't even begin to tell y'all. We have to get Zen on the podcast
We
because
have
we
to,
just gonna
yo.
have we're just gonna have an episode dedicated to that trip. Because mind you, that trip was like a week. That trip was like five or
Yeah,
six
yo,
days.
yo, we was out there for a whole week.
And I stayed longer than y'all because remember I had to stay for an internship.
Yeah,
Yeah, we was there for a couple of days, nigga. But
Huh?
it felt like a week. We was there for a couple of days. That shit
We
felt
were
like
there. We were there from. Oh, you came. We came Wednesday. We got there a day early. We got there Wednesday, and we y'all left Sunday. You got there Thursday, and you left back with them on Sunday.
and I think that
But
was, I think, was one the he wasn't in the finals. Was what? Were they?
no, that was the
There
second
wasn't in the
year.
finals. It was in the say it was in the playoffs though.
Yeah, that was the
Because we
second
went we went
year.
to we went to a bar and we watched them play.
We went to remember when we went to that big Hooters on Peachtree.
Yeah.
Remember that's what we did because we stayed at the Aloft. We stayed at the Aloft that night. Oh
mm-hmm.
no, that was crazy. That was
You remember
crazy.
that?
Cause you remember
Cause I
what was
came.
that girl name? What was that girl name in the front of the what you call it again?
I don't
That's
know. Don't ask me.
Dominique.
it's let me tell
I
you.
remember that shit.
Dominique
I forgot that. I've been
Yo,
forgetting that.
listen,
Fleeting.
this
Fleeting boy.
this man Shaylin. But hey, rare form. That's all I can say, yo.
Listen, we were so wasted. We were so not even that we were so wasted. We were so wasted when we got off the plane. I had to play my theme music when we got off the plane. I had to,
What was the thing?
I had to play the man right here.
Oh,
Here I go.
I thought
Dum,
We're here,
dog.
bitches.
I had to play
We
the
here.
theme music. And remember, as soon as we got, I remember, dog, that trip was so legendary because as soon as we got off, it was like three Delta attendants waiting by our gate. And I remember, I was like, I said, excuse me. I said, where we go? I said, where do we go from here to baggage claim? And remember, she was like, where you from? She said, why you talking like that? Where you from? And remember, I looked back at the marquee that shows you where the flight just came from. I said,
yeah.
He
come on,
did
man, you
that
know.
shit like Minato when the first had asked him, "Who is this guy?" And Minato turned around and said,
I said, hey, come on, you know where
"I
I'm
am him.
from.
I am
You know where
him."
I'm
He
from.
said, "Nice, nice."
Headliner, you know where I'm from. Like, oh man.
Yeah,
El
he pointed
Capitan from
back
10
at the
years ago. El Capitan from 10 years
yeah,
ago was a troublesome soul,
yeah,
boy.
a savage.
When they came and got me on that same trip,
Oh yeah, ooh.
and they
It,
came,
Playing the Kevin
you know,
Gates.
yeah, you know,
they came
oh
pick
yeah,
me
oh
up,
yeah.
bro.
He was on
You know,
Kevin. Yo,
I here playing. I said, "Yo, I know we in this bitch for the long haul, boy." Hey,
Listen,
trying
one
to
of
fuck.
my favorite memories of being up there is when y'all know my rule. Y'all know my rule. We gotta have an early flight in and we gotta have a late flight back.
Yep.
Y'all already know my rule. We gotta leave at the crack of dawn and we gotta leave in the dead of night. Y'all already know my rule, boy. And I hope y'all live by that. Because that's the best way to have a
whether
trip.
it's by that Iron Bird or it's by that car.
Yeah. See, certified though.
Whether it's by
Certified though.
that Iron Bird lift up.
Feels like
Y'all, that's a shame, dog. That's a shame, y'all know. That's a shame. Oh, I love y'all
Hey,
boys, man. Cause y'all
hey,
know me. Y'all know me. Y'all don't listen. It's either in the y'all know, especially if we got that call. We living in the dead of night. we leaving we leaving when only ghosts and babies up. That's it. Because we gonna get there.
I got a story, but we're gonna leave that for another show.
Which story?
The escapade where I lost a flight.
huh?
Oh,
You know what I'm talking about?
oh, you
Oh,
talking
wait,
about
wait, which one was it?
2015. You talking about 2015. You talk about the great traffic barter of
Oh, I
2015.
Yeah,
wasn't there for that one.
no,
We
Yeah,
now
hey,
we gonna say that one.
I wasn't
We
there for
gonna
that one.
say that one. We gonna say
I
that
got
one for another time.
hey, certified. I got pictures and everything, videos and all, bro.
I already
We
know.
turn. We
That
turned
shit.
I already know.
we
I already
turned
know. I seen
400.
it.
We
Of course,
turned 400 into the quiet storm. To
You know that meme. You know that meme where a person looking from the window and watching all his.
we're
That's
watching
why I
Patrick
was.
is
Yeah, that's why I was, nigga. I was
dog.
like, yo, what's going
oh
on?
I
well
don't
the
know.
time
I think that trip there, fucking, was the precursor of all the fuckery that happened afterwards.
yeah, that was the tempo.
Yeah.
That was the tempo separate because you know what? Everybody in our friend group, shout out to all of the Avengers. Shout out to Widow, Spidey, uh
Hawk.
to
The whole
Hulk, Wolverine, El Capitan.
and don't
Ha
forget your highness. Your highness is right
oh,
there.
that's why I just said Black Panther. The Black Panther.
I am,
He,
I
he
am
is
not
not.
dead. I am not dead.
A shout out to the Avengers, dog. We had a group. We had a group where everybody had a code name like the Avengers, and we were posting up. We were posting up, and that's the trip. That's the trip for sure, for sure. Where me and Sticky got where we knew, hey man, death is gonna separate us as friends, man. Because that boy called me. That boy said, "Cap, I need you." I said, "Oh, I'm on the way."
That little girl you talk about out here looking out the window. That was me.
Yeah, that boy threw dog. This a hair salon. This nigga threw the fucking curtain back and came out. We walking down north side. We walking down. Now we not working down north side. We walking down 14th, trying to find some liquor. I said, "Oh, we got to go to North Side Ave." And
That
then shout out to the owner of North Side Ave Liquors, North Side Liquors, because every time we walk into North Side Liquors, this same dude look at us and he say, "Where the hell have you been?" He don't care. He don't matter how many years we don't go in there. He said, "Where the hell have you been?
that
I've
nigga
been
so
looking for you."
he make you want to fucking buy more drinks, dog.
Oh man, dog.
Yeah.
And we went in there and each of us bought a bottle or two of liquor, dog. And for the rest of the trip, oh man, shout out to the Hampton Inn and Suites where we stayed, man. All of us stayed in the Hampton Inn and Suites before. Hey, legendary.
That shit was
Legendary motion. Now
Either
those two
that or
trips.
either that or the Hyatt.
Oh, shout out to God bless the Hyatt House. God put his hand on the Hyatt House. God put his hand on the Hyatt House and swayed us in the spirit, boy.
yeah.
That was one of
If the Hyatt House made a commercial, we'd all be in it.
The Hyatt had
hey,
him certified too, because we done lost him a couple times and had to find him.
uh-huh. And then the nigga gonna
Hey,
answer the phone. The nigga gonna answer the phone, talk about I'll be there. Click.
hey, listen.
Ridiculous. Ridiculous. Dog, man, them trips was those three
Hey,
trips.
Zorro finds his way back somehow.
The,
Yo,
those three trips really solidified how it is, man. We created and was exposed to so much on
oh
those
yeah,
trips. And listen, we never even talked about the New Orleans trip. We never even talked about our New Orleans trip.
We
yo,
not talk about it yet. We not gonna
yo,
talk about it
hey,
yet.
shout out.
We can't talk about that yet.
We, hey, listen
Yo,
again,
you know the funniest part about that? We
y'all,
almost
y'all,
died on the
y'all.
way there. Y'all remember that? Y'all remember the turbulence on that trip and the girl screaming out? Remember when we sunk low when we was going to New Orleans and the girl said, "Oh my God, we gonna die."
Oh no, what? When that happened?
She woke me out of my sleep. I said, "Bitch." Dog. She said, "Oh my God, we gonna die." I woke up. I said, "Excuse me?
Y'all,
Focus."
we going back to those things. That's believe, man.
Yeah, we are.
Yo, we got to. I love it out there,
Listen,
yo.
I need a round two. I need a round two bad. I need a
And
round two bad, bro.
what? We need it.
Listen, we even gonna tell you. We went when we went certified. We went what 2 years ago? Was
Oh
that two
yeah.
years
Oh
ago
yeah,
we
yeah,
went?
yeah, yeah. With me, you, and
K Dot.
Kennedy, K Dot.
Yeah,
Shout out to K
yeah.
Dot.
Y'all niggas ain't shit. Damn,
See,
2 years ago?
Y'all was in
You
a,
know what?
you
see.
I
Listen.
invited you. I
I ain't
invited
gonna.
you. Don't you started you rat bastard. I invited you.
Uh-oh.
I
Well,
I think that was it was brought up.
I did, it was brought up. Nigga, you
Yeah,
gotta look, you see how he leveraged that and making it seem like he just
oh,
see how
I,
he
s-
leveraged that?
I see what you did there.
Oh,
hey, listen.
oh,
I listen. I couldn't do it. I was about to be a whole new daddy and all that good shit.
I know, I
Yeah,
know. That's
man.
why
It
I
was
said,
a
hey
Yeah, man.
man. But
situation.
don't act like
Yeah.
I didn't extend the invitation, but nah, that was crazy. That was so wild. That was so wild. Certified had to meet us on the street. Certified had to meet us on Bourbon Street. Oh
What
God.
bag in hand?
Oh
Come on,
man.
bag in hand, yo.
Shout out to the Hyatt House that time too, because the Hyatt House it was a beautiful time at the Hyatt
What?
House. It was a beautiful time at the Hyatt House. And shout out to Alex and Ingrid, our friends that we met from Canada at the Hyatt House, boy. Legendary,
Hey,
man.
hey, this is the same trip. I realized that that Cleveland, Ohio got a hood, yo.
That
No,
what?
Akron, Ohio got a
Akron,
hood.
Ohio, my fault. Yo, Akron, Ohio got yo.
I told
Oh
y'all,
my God.
listen, that girl got offended. I told her, I said, dog, don't act like you better than nobody. I know the only way that you could have got here was Frontier Airlines, dog. Don't try me. I know you came on that green devil.
You know
Hey,
what
they
the
come
crazy
get you,
part
man.
is? Yo, freaking Frontier. I feel like Frontier has assumed the position Spirit was in, but yeah,
Listen,
yeah, pretty much.
Actually, Frontier was trying to buy out Spirit, but they couldn't
yeah,
do it.
they were trying to merge.
But
They
yeah,
blocked it.
Akron,
Hey,
Ohio.
Akron,
Damn,
Ohio.
I did not know.
I would not
Yo,
recommend it.
you didn't know what?
that's why LeBron James plays so fucking hard, nigga.
Yeah,
Cause yo,
it's
Oh,
tough out there.
and nigga,
oh,
yo,
oh.
It's
nigga,
hard out here for a pimp
I'm
when
not
you're trying
going
to get
back.
the money for the
Shout
rent.
outs to LB, man. He just went to
Yeah,
Philly. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
Hey, but yo, wow.
Listen, listen, listen. We experienced something. We
K dot was in a sticky situation.
the trenches, the trenches. I ain't never seen nobody come out the
Somebody
country.
she had a hold on him like he was a gauntlet.
Hey, it was so bad. I would try to motivate my dog. As soon as we walked back, dog, you ever see, nigga? It was the difference. I tell you, I told y'all niggas all the time we went to New Orleans. Hey man, we gonna get in here, we gonna drink for a while, we gonna party, we gonna go home. We have to be off of Bourbon Street before 2 o'clock, dog.
Yep.
I always told y'all that we got to be off of Bourbon Street for 2 o'clock. I broke my own rule because I thought I was looking out for my boy. By the time we got there, I had to apologize to Kennedy, dog. Cause listen,
Yo,
cause the in no time flat, the Bourbon Street, the whole French Quarter can go from being Pride Rock to the motherfucking Elephant Graveyard really fast, dog. Really fast. I told that boy Kennedy, hey, bro, I'm sorry, bro. I should have just told you to stay your ass. We should have stayed in the motherfucking hotel, dog. We should have just stayed in the hotel.
and you
Listen,
know you see K dot is a K dot. That's our little brother,
yeah.
but he's a particular individual. When
Hmm.
when 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 he's distressed, he's you know who he reminds me of? What's the nigga off of Fire Force that smile even
Shimmer,
smile?
he
He
smiles. He
smiles
smiles when he's
very
in
hard when
danger.
he's in Detroit doing these in distress.
Dog,
When
listen, he smiled when he in.
When Cap said, "Hey, my bad, my boy," he turned around. He said he was
Help
smiling
me.
so fucking hard. Yo, I said,
That boy,
"Oh, he
that
hurting
boy
right now."
laughed. He laughed. He said, help me. That boy sounded like Mufasa. He said, help me, brother.
This they see
Oh.
these two individuals
Oh.
they had picked up some of Akron's finest, or
Listen,
whatever you
no,
want to
no, no,
call
no,
it.
no, 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 no. It was not two
But
individuals. It was K Dot and K Dot's catch or whatever that
and this young lady,
was trying to attach all
she
her
chose him.
little
She
she was
chose him.
trying to what you call it, and her friends thought that we were all gonna be friends, and she was mistaken because nobody came out here to be friends with you motherfucking Akron hoes. I apologize. That motherfucker
She
asked
had
me,
him.
oh,
She had him
she said
pinned
I
up.
one of her homegirls asked me, I spent my last dollar on a shot, on a a mini bar shot. She was like, "Do you think you could buy me a piece of chicken. We went to Brothers on Magazine Street. Shout out to Brothers.
Hey, we met
We
someone
met
that
him.
said we met
He
someone
said,
that
he said,
we met a homeless man
a
that was
39th degree Mason.
what? Hey, he was shooting that shit. I was like, dang.
39th degree.
Yeah.
Okay.
That boy said, what does it look like to you, brother? I said, it looked like you having a seizure, nigga. That's what it looked like to me. Get the fuck out my face. I got time for that shit.
Yo, this nigga has
Hey,
no clue, dog. When it comes to people, anybody can get it, yo. He said it looked, and he
that
said
boy
that
said, he
same shit.
said,
He
he
said
said,
look
brother,
like you having a seizure,
and but
nigga.
you know what? That was my fault because I shouldn't have wore that shit out there. But that boy said, "Oh, what does it look like to you, brother?" I said, "Boy, look like you having a seizure, nigga." He said,
Yo,
"What you try?" I said, "Look
I
like
said, oh
you
man,
look like you an extra for Rhythm is a Dancer, nigga." And then you know what made me feel bad though? What pissed me off? Because one of the ladies from Akron, dirty foot as she was Caucasian. And the lady in the wheelchair who was also homeless went off. She said, "Stop talking to them. Don't you see they don't like our kind? Don't talk to him. Don't you see he like the white women?" And I looked around. I said, "Yo, yo, why are you talking so loud? This propaganda. I don't even know this person. Wow,
in the
wow."
Badlands, yo.
We walked them, and the only reason why we kept walking with them is because we was cool with the dude that they were walking with, and he was the bouncer at Razoo, and he was cool with us when we went. I think that was like Sunday, and remember we got cool with him on Friday when he was at the what you call it. He was like, "Y'all boys good?" I said, "Hey, bro, listen, we done
Y'all
gone
here,
as far
yo.
as we." I said, we gonna gone as far as we can go with you, bro. We can't go no more." He
Yeah.
say less, man. Dog, that she asked me to buy her a piece of chicken because she spent $1 on a mini shot. I said, "Baby, I'm gonna be honest with you. That dollar wasn't gonna buy you a piece of chicken either. You in the same boat. You in
Yo,
the same boat, buddy." Oh my God. Is she talking about y'all don't know us? We from Akron, Ohio. Y'all don't know how we get down. I said, "You're right, we don't." I said, "Only thing I know is that I know you definitely took Frontier to get here. I
I
definitely know.
I didn't know. I really
That's
didn't
the
know.
that's the risk that you took.
I said,
You ain't
damn.
not even an American Eagle. You probably took Silver Airways. You ever know what Silver Airways it
Yeah,
was,
I know
nigga?
some airways, nigga.
You know Silver Airways, nigga. Silver Airways. You know why? You know how it's bad. Silver Airways is defunct. That's what they are now, nigga. They put me on the Silver Airways flight to and from Orlando one time, dog. I got off the plane and I cussed my boss out, dog. Don't ever put me on no motherfucking tailspin looking fucking plane again, dog.
Oh,
Silver Airways,
this
the
nigga
Silver
said
Airways didn't even
tailspin.
dog, they didn't have no jets. It was a propeller plane,
Bruh,
bruh.
hey, because I work at both airports, so it's like when I
But
saw it,
you,
I was like, "Hey, you
Dog, you don't even get the regular, you know how you get that regular shit that they attach to the plane to let you walk on the plane? No, nigga, they let the back of the plane down. And you gotta walk up through the ass of the plane.
bitch, you gotta walk on the AOA to get in that motherfucker because
Yeah.
they're not
oh
open.
You
hell,
gotta
hell,
walk on the
yo.
tarmac.
Was you
You got
sitting next?
The
Was you
plane not
sitting
big
next
enough.
to some cattle on that bitch? They probably had
Ain't
motherfucking.
it big enough for you to fucking walk into a jetway, nigga? They have to
yeah.
walk
Damn.
out in the fucking
Yeah.
AOA. You
They
can
have to
walk.
walk you out on there and you gotta walk up on that shit, bro.
Yeah,
Oh man, that shit was propeller. That shit had propellers, bro.
Yeah, y'all had pilot from freaking mummies. Nigga had died in the sand. Yeah.
Oh, I said, what type of balloon shit is this? This fucking tailspin, bruh.
Nigga said
Pink ass
tailspin.
plane. Nigga took us. Nigga, I might as well have took the goddamn bright line shit. Took a hour and a half to get there. I said, good lord, this would have been 15 minutes on the Spirit plane. Rest in peace, of Spirit.
What?
in the spirit.
What?
R.I.P. the
You,
spirit.
R.I.P.
dog,
R.I.P. Spirit, nigga.
dog, it would
That
have took
shit
you
there.
20. Dog, it would have took you 20 minutes to get to Orlando, dog. The initial ascent takes takes 15 minutes. So that means you have 5 minutes to get to the ground. Like, come on, bro. Insane. Insane, dog. They took a legend away from us, dog. They took a legend away from us with Spirit.
But
Oh, I might go give me another drink. Goddamn.
They took a legend away from us with Spirit, boy. Goodness gracious.
See, it's even more because see, I was supposed to slow down for a bit, but luckily I'm off tomorrow. So
Praise God.
praise God.
Praise
Listen.
God.
So Cap, I got stories for that ass, but I'm just holding on for them. I'm holding on. We got more story. We got more episodes to actually stretch this bitch out.
Bro, we're only on like the 8th episode of y'all been cooking me. I'm getting cooked 8 episodes in. This is ridiculous, bro.
Hey,
I could not have been the catalyst of all of this. Maybe I
hey
am.
man, hey, listen, sir.
Maybe I
You
am.
have been in the epicenter of everything that's been going on with fuckery that's been going on with us.
You might be able to say, oh, Jack Daniels.
Sir? What you mean?
Not playing with y'all. I'm not playing with y'all. I'm about to give my peaches some centrifugal force. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
this nigga always got to outdo with bigger. Shout out, so
I ain't playing with y'all. I'm going hardcore. I'm going
yeah,
hardcore.
he's drinking gas.
Listen, sir. This has been a Sasha special because you know Sasha loves her track, and I rather not spend.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's her shit.
See,
Hey man.
wow.
Hey man, we gotta go to Tennessee. We gotta go to Tennessee. We gotta go to Tennessee. We gotta go to either the Jack Daniels distillery or we gotta go to the Uncle Nearest distillery, dog.
I vote
You say you vote both?
both.
It is so ordered.
You know, I'm a believer in equality. Fuck all the
Of
bullshit.
course.
Well
Wanna see
spoken, my nigga.
I wanna see black drunks and white drunks.
One of us, we do it all.
Well spoken.
Jesus. But
We
man,
ain't
we the
one nigga. We going both ways. We go. Well, pause. We're going.
about to say, hold on, Bucko.
Oh, pause.
Hold on, Bucko.
Oh, Buckaroo.
Slow your roll, Bucko. What you talking about? Hold on.
Hey,
But
Hey,
are we gonna go to our final thoughts since we don't ran off on.
you know, it's funny because I still have two more.
Or give us your two
shit,
more,
name them
goddamn it.
motherfuckers then.
Because we were talking about people picking lavish over leverage. I mean, who picked leverage over lavishness? That's the thing we could have went through.
Who
Talk
picked?
to
You
me.
said who picked lavish over
Who put leverage over lavish?
Yeah,
okay.
because we spoke about people who spoke on picking their lavishness or their status over anything else. We have people who actually done the opposite. But I'm gonna cut it. I'm gonna break it real short. My first example, Gong Freaks,
Oh, of course.
because he could have went ahead and been one of the top hunters because he had the most potential out of a lot of people there, and he went ahead and chose because of his mentor being died because of what's that Neferpitu?
Oh, you talking about the Chimera Ant?
Yeah, when she killed his mentor, and he said, "You know what? Fuck it. I don't care about anything else. I want my get back."
Yeah. He
Because
took care of Kite.
he could have been a top hunter. And the other person I was thinking about, we have to go back to our OGs, Itachi Uchiha,
Oh, okay.
because he chose his little brother over everybody else. Remember, he was a high ranking ninja anyway, and
Yeah, Black
Yeah,
Ops at a young age.
yeah,
Shit. Hey, he was all about leverage. Really?
Listen,
Shit.
listen. Let me. If we
Yeah.
being honest, he was the real.
I got
He
one
was
more.
the
I got
real.
one more. I got one more
He
before
was.
you.
He was the real
Left the
Uchiha
Leaf Village.
prodigy.
Left the Leaf Village and came a part of the Akatsuki.
Right?
What's the
That was
what?
at a young age
Listen,
too.
listen. If we gonna be real, Sasuke wasn't the prodigy. Sasuke wasn't the prodigy of that family. It was Itachi. But
Yeah.
Confirmed.
what I will say about leveraging that is that Itachi leveraged the hatred he fostered in Sasuke so that Sasuke would surpass his limits to be who he was.
Ah,
Um,
that's a good one.
and that's what it came down to. Everything, and because everything about Itachi
God,
was a
was
genius.
nasty.
Everything Itachi did was leverage. Okay, I'll do this for you because I know if the Uchiha really get this and do what they do, they're gonna destroy the Leaf Village, and then they ain't gonna stop. So I'll take out my family, but the only thing that I do want is I want my brother to be safe
I want
because I
my brother
can't
to
bring
be
myself to kill. I can't, and if I have to come back to this motherfucker, if I have to come
it's
back
not
to this
easier.
motherfucker,
It's hell to pay.
you're not gonna like it. And I'm pretty
Yeah.
sure. And listen, I'm gonna be real with you. I'm gonna be real with you. Sasuke was still there. I think about this all the time. Sasuke was still there when Itachi came back to visit the village just to check on him. They said they were going to scout it out, but I know that was truly
Isn't
just
it?
to go check on Sasuke. And then after he beat Sasuke, remember he beat Kakashi and he put Kakashi and
Yeah.
Itachi and Sasuke in a blender.
Mm.
Yeah.
Only got chased off by Jiraiya. So I always think about what would have happened if Sasuke had went with Orochimaru and Itachi came and Sasuke wasn't there and Sasuke wasn't safe.
But
Oh
shit.
man.
Hey, Jiraiya. Look at Jiraiya too.
Yeah. Shout out to
Jiraiya.
my goat.
Jiraiya.
Yeah.
In my opinion, he could have been Hokage. He was supposed to be Hokage.
But
Jiraiya could
listen.
be any subject you put out. Jiraiya could be in that fucking conversation
Yeah.
Yeah.
because
Any
Jiraiya
any
just
topic you can talk about. He's just that nigga. And I can tell you Jiraiya leveraged a bunch of things. Jiraiya leveraged his understanding of sealing jutsu to help Naruto. He was one of the only people. He was one of the only people I saw something the other day that actually was true. Jiraiya is the person who we know has the most wealth of knowledge of jutsu in the entire. Like they've talked about it through other people. Like they've talked about how many jutsu the fourth knew, or the third. How the third was a professor and he knew all these jutsu
Yeah.
in
That was
Konoha.
the best.
The person who showed us the most diverse jutsu or diverse range of jutsu was Jiraiya. Jiraiya showed us.
Orochimaru.
Yeah, and him and Orochimaru
Orochimaru.
are tied. But listen, why I give it to the Jiraiya is that everything that Orochimaru did, Jiraiya understood how to undo. Remember,
Uh,
the reason why Naruto was so fucked up with his sealing is because Orochimaru sealed him. Remember, Orochimaru was the one who put that five element seals on him. Jiraiya was the one who noticed it, and Jiraiya, without saying anything, was like, it's only like two other people in the world who could have put this shit on this nigga. You feel me? It's only two other people in the world who could have knew how to seal him like that. So he unsealed it. Like his he could hide in toads. He could use shadows. He could use sage mode. Like his he and then what I loved about him, which is one things
mind
I
you, he
mentioned
used
about
different
him.
element. He used different chakra elements too. Remember, he
Right.
had fucking fire. He used the fire element, the wind element, and I think he used it
He
wasn't
he was
water.
he could do fire, wind, and earth. Because
Right.
remember he did Dark Swamp. He used to be able to do
Mhm.
Swamp of the Underworld. He could
Hey,
transform his hair. He could transform his hair into
it's like
a
spikes.
weapon.
Yeah.
So um he was diverse. Like you could, like I said, you can approach Jiraiya. He was such a well written character. Um, like we talked about in our last episode, but he leveraged everything. He leveraged his capabilities as a spy to gain information. He leveraged his own power to maintain his freedom. He regretted not becoming Hokage at one point because it would have spared. He regretted not becoming Hokage at one point because he was the first choice to become Hokage when Hiruzen wanted somebody to be Hokage because all of them had left. Jiraiya was the only one who still. Well, no, Jiraiya had left. Oh no. Jiraiya was already traveling the world. I think Tsunade had left first. Then Orochimaru left when he got outed, and then Jiraiya left to go chase him. The Hiruzen wanted Jiraiya to become the fourth. But Jiraiya said no, because I gotta go handle this business. He regretted not taking it over because that put it in Minato's hands. Minato had to die. Then he regretted not taking it after Minato because that meant that Hiruzen died. So by the time they asked him to be the fifth Hokage, he didn't want it anymore because he couldn't protect the man who made him who he was, and he could protect the student that he raised. So he leveraged that and be like, hey, I still need to be out here doing the job that I need to do, making sure getting the information out on the world. And now we find out discovering the child of prophecy. But I can go find you somebody. I can go find you somebody that can be Hokage. So it's never was like he wasn't loyal. He just leveraged his abilities and his capabilities and his knowledge because he know he couldn't go to Orochimaru. So he said, "Okay, I'm gonna go find Tsunade. Who's better than Tsunade to go be the fifth Hokage? It could be one of the three of us." But what we really need right now, because we also need to go figure out, we need to heal Kakashi, because Kakashi is one of the strongest niggas in the leaf. And we need to heal Sasuke because obviously Naruto's going through it because that's the mission we on to heal these niggas. We need to go find the greatest healer in the world. She just happens to be one of my best friends. And even with her, he leveraged her pain and her everything going through it. And he was like, listen, I fuck with you. We cool and we the closest friends that we got. But if you fuck off and you think you gonna betray the Leaf Village because you going through shit, I'll kill you too. So Jiraiya leveraged everything. He even leveraged his defeat. He even leveraged his death into getting the information that the Leaf needed in order to fucking beat Pain.
We're not even gonna get on
Yeah,
that one. No,
y'all wait for that next anime hot take by Sticky
we're not even
Face.
gonna get on that
Oh,
I
one.
know.
crazy,
I
We're not
I
even
already
skip.
crazy.
I already
This
saw it.
What's that?
Who's your last one, Sticky? Because we ain't even get to your last one.
Oh, my! It's an honorable mention. The man who left it all behind, Toji Fushiguro.
Oh, okay.
Because mind you, he was supposed to be the head of the fucking Omega Meats clan.
Mm-hmm.
And he was like, nah, don't worry about it. I'd rather fucking go ahead and create a contract to where I don't have to use curse energy at all because he couldn't use it.
But you know what? That's actually Toji. Toji is actually. I would have put Toji up. I would have put Toji up. Listen, Toji is a better example. He's one of the better examples because of what he represents. He leveraged his ability. He leveraged the superhuman abilities that he had in order to still engage with cursed spirits and sorcerers. Remember, he fight these niggas with his five senses. Heavily restriction just gives him so much control and heightened awareness. He fights these fucking curses that he cannot see based on his sight sense, his sight, smell, touch, taste, and hearing.
And mind you, he
Like,
could have been the head of the clan.
yeah,
He could.
without cursed energy. Them niggas was af- them niggas was afraid of hands. Mind you, mind you, this nigga Nabito and Naoya can run at damn near light speed. And these niggas are afraid. These niggas are afraid to throw a hands with a nigga who's essentially Superman. like, like, bro. The only thing, and you know what? The only thing that killed Toji, he said it at the end, and I think it reminded me when um he he it reminds me of something that he said when he lost to Gojo, And remember, he said, I twisted myself. He said, I twisted myself into something I'm not to prove things to them. And that's why I lost. And that reminds me of a Dostoevsky quote. Or is it
Oh,
a Nietzsche
oh, oh.
quote?
Get your goddamn pen ready. Go ahead.
When he
Yeah,
says,
you
your
already know.
greatest sin, I
You
can't
already
stand you
know.
niggas. I can't
You
stand
already
you
know.
niggas.
This nigga,
I
this
think
nigga got quote for days, nigga.
Right?
it's either Nietzsche or Dostoevsky, or it could be Seneca, where they said that your greatest sin is that you have contorted yourself. That your greatest sin is that you have contorted yourself and changed yourself for nothing. And like that's like one of the great things. Like you had this great ability to leverage your strength to do things that they couldn't even do, to do things that weren't even possible by these people who
Yep.
had these amazing abilities. And you used all of that amazing talent that could have got you anywhere else, that could have got you to do anything else or made anything else possible for you in the real world. You still came back to this world to be accepted. And it's kind of like, damn, all the things that you could have leveraged it to do, you still felt like you had to prove yourself against somebody, not necessarily impossible odds, because the nigga had a great plan to take Gojo out. He really did put the young nigga Gojo down. Shout out to Rob So Petty. But he really did put him down. But you could have fled. You had the money, you had the capabilities. You could have fled right there. But you tried to be something that you weren't in the moment and you lost. Trying to prove something to people that you didn't have anything else to prove it to. If you had beat Gojo and never seen Gojo again, that would have been a fear in his heart where he never would have been able, because you still would have had the inverted spear of heaven. You
Right.
still would have had your capabilities. You still would have had it. So even if he had figured out how to beat you, and even if that, you could have still got stronger to the point that you had the inverted spear of heaven. Like you had one of the only things that could break through his defense. So as long as you get better and you stay out of his dodge, it could be an even fight. So that could have created a definite stalemate. But Toji had to go. Without Toji going and doing what he had to do, we would have never had the capabilities of the young nigga Gojo. He would have never figured
Yeah.
out how to
Yeah.
get as strong as he was. But that was a
Yep.
good parallel.
Yeah. Yeah. That was a Dostoevsky.
Dostoevsky.
Yeah. Crime and
Yep.
Punishment. That's what you're
Yep.
talking about. Yep.
Yes, it is.
Yep. It's your worst sin is that you destroyed and betrayed yourself.
Trade yourself for
Nothing.
nothing.
Yep.
Listen, if you ever want to get shredded to fucking pieces, read Russian literature. if you ever want to, if
Between
you
that and
ever,
German shit, bro, you
yeah,
done.
listen, it's a poetic, it's like a, I don't know, it's poetic in a way where it makes you sad, but it's stern. Like if you ever listen to Nietzsche, like Nietzsche will tell you one of his he'll tell you there are no great heights without terrible depths.
Mm.
Like he's the one
Hold on. Pause. I gotta take that there real quick.
you think got what?
That shit. That shit hit hard.
Nah, listen.
That shit hit hard.
Nietzsche has those. Nietzsche has because Nietzsche the ones that said or did y'all ever hear the one where he said you must strike a monster while it's still a monster, for once you hear his story it might sound human. It might begin to sound human. You must strike a monster while it's still while you still consider it a monster. But once you hear his story, it might just sound human. Or his greatest one,
Shit. Go ahead. Go ahead.
for his greatest one is he who battles monsters must take great care that they in themselves do not become a monster themselves. For once you look into the abyss looks back into you.
Oh my god. Yes, I remember that shit. That
Russian
was who? That was who again?
That's Nietzsche.
Nietzsche. Oh shit. I know that fucking
See,
line too.
That should have make you. That should
That
make you
line
depressed,
has
boy.
that line
That's
has actually made me uh rethink how I see myself
hmm
because
that line is so poignant, dude. When you look into, because it's true,
when you,
and
'cause when you
you
look into the
when you look
abyss,
into this, it look back into you.
it look back, that same monster that you're looking at,
Yep,
that you're trying to fight, you might be
yep.
looking at yourself.
That shit hard. When it said, "He who battles monsters may take great care, must take great care that they in the process do not become monsters themselves." That
Listen,
shit,
you know
that
what? Hey,
shit will. What they say now, that shit will rewire your brain chemistry.
sir, just go ahead and just send me that person's name. I'm gonna go ahead and look him up. I, I love
Listen,
it.
that's
I love
that's 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 one of them raw. That's one of them quotes. Like y'all know, I'm a quote. Like family, if y'all don't know, up to it, fam. I am big on quotes. If y'all haven't noticed, but I used to in my
Listen,
office. I used to write. I used to write sticky notes. I used to let people take sticky notes with different quotes and stuff like that that they could pick off and stuff like that. But that's one of my great ones. He who battles monsters, boy. Or that's that one. You must strike a monster while it's still a monster. Because once you hear a story,
how do you
you might
spell,
believe it begins to sound human.
what's his? How
Hey,
do you spell his name now?
don't make
Niske.
me lie.
Okay,
Don't make me
okay.
lie.
I'm gonna try and find
Type
it up.
it. Type in NIE nigga and go with God. This movie trying to
All right,
be twisted. Friedrich Nietzsche. Friedrich
Richard
Nietzsche. No, Friedrich. Friedrich Nietzsche.
Friedrich. Okay. I got you.
Listen,
Got it. Just bet. I'm on it.
he got a he got a
I got
whole
homework
bunch.
today.
I like the Stoics like Seneca, Marcus Aurelius, you know, all of them boy, them great quotes.
Yeah, man. Hey,
That's
this
how
nigga
it
got
is.
cold for days, yo.
Follow me, don't worry. I'm gonna start bringing y'all some quotes, family. I ain't gonna leave y'all hanging. Might start putting on some shirts for y'all. But can we get into the final thoughts? Are we ready for the final thought?
Why does
Go ahead and rip it, dog.
Nietzsche sound like a German nigga? It is, huh?
Yeah,
You figured it out. Let me do my final thought, nigga. Jesus
He
Christ.
is. He a German. He
Jesus.
is.
it's I
Jesus.
assume that
He's
was a jerk.
a philosopher. I told you, dog.
So, um,
Fucking Germans, bro. Like them is crazy as hell, dog. But hey, they be
listen,
they be spitting hot fire, bro.
they be on point. They be on point, dog. They just
Bro,
be, it's like, hey,
philosophy, psychology, dog. They is on it. They be killing me with
listen,
this shit.
hey, it's the honest nature in which we live, and they always came to the primeval source of what human beings do. That's why a lot of people get thrown off because a lot of people don't want to look themselves in the face. A lot of people don't. A lot of human beings don't want to look themselves in the mirror and ask what it is they do and why they do what they do. Because it would really fuck up your mind state if you really knew why you did what you did. But anyway, either way you look at it, to understand why you do what you do motivates you, or it'll teach you to control yourself. But like master, like man. Um, what was I supposed? Oh, we was moving into the final thought.
You might want to because we hitting we almost about 2 hours now.
Yeah, we tickling the gooch right
Yeah,
now.
this was a good one. I ain't
This
even
was a good one.
I ain't even
This
realize
was a good
that,
one.
yo. Yeah,
Yeah,
this was a
but
good one.
the good one, the good ones you don't even know go this long. But simply put, um, I think it's a battle. If we pertain it, if we focus on real life, something that Sticky said earlier is that sometimes we indulge in the lavishness of what we see on social media and what people project to being. And it really is the leverage that we have between our relationships that take people places. I, for a fact, know that I have been in some of the most lavish situations. I have been on jets. I have been in different countries. I have seen people who have millions and billions of dollars and what they do with it. And sometimes when you see the type of person that they are underneath all of that stuff, a lot of those people are unhappy. A lot of those people are driven and motivated by things that will not make any type of sense in, or it won't provide them with any type of fulfillment 10, 20 years from now, or it will ensure that there's nobody sitting next to them near their deathbed when they're ready to go take their last breath. The thing that we should be focusing on is leveraging our capabilities and our friendships and relationships so that we can live long, full, and fruitful lives. And that's not to say that you can't leverage your relationships or you're not going to leverage your relationships to make money, because those people who do have these lavish lifestyles, a bunch of them leverage their capabilities against their other friends' capabilities, and that's how they make money. But the leverage should matter more than just obtaining things that are going to have some level of impermanence. Yeah, money's going to be here forever and money's going to rule everything forever, but you're not going to be the one in control of that money forever. Eventually, you're going to have to give that shit up. And if that's all that you had, listen, the man the man that can only buy his way, and that's one of the things that that makes me afraid of a lot of things in this generation. Everybody's worried about being taken care of and the security. The security for a woman and a man is good, but guess what? If we're not building it together to solidify that security, it's always going to be on shaky ground because there's no teamwork. We're not leveraging the relationship that we have with one another to build with one another. And because we're not leveraging the things that we know about each other to push each other farther, we're only going to be behind because two can't become one, or or five can't become one for a common goal. I will never forget a question that Robert Baratheon on one of the first episodes of Game of Thrones asked that evil bitch Cersei. He said, "What is the bigger army?" He said, "What is the greater number, 100 or one?" And she said, 100. And he said, one. One army united under one ruler, fighting for one country, a real army. The bigger number is in the leadership that you leverage to galvanize the people to guide you forward. And it also brings up another question that we used to ask ourselves in our organization all the time. What would you rather have? Would you rather have the power or would you rather have the influence?
Mm.
Now, influence will take you places. Influence will move people. But guess what? Influence is very much well predicated on what you can do for people, or what you can propose that you do for people. People are always motivated in awe or in fear of power, because power is derived from power. Shout out to Jamie Husson, may he rest in peace. That's one of the greatest things he ever taught. Power is derived from power. Either you have it, you obtain it, and you hold on to it, or you just don't have it, and you watch it be used against you in every situation. Power is derived from power. And even if you have influence, if a person realizes that the power that they wield has more, or 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 motivates people more than the influence that you move. And we've seen this in plenty of things. We've seen this in anime. We've seen it in the meats. The meats were held under Kaido's influence and stuff like that until they came and they felt they were being liberated. And they kept the secret of Raido, because they, even though Kaido had the influence of had that influence over them and using his power, when they felt there was a power that could oppose them, they followed that power. And guess what? Their faith was well placed. Their faith was well placed because he brought them out of the situation that they were in. Same thing with same thing with Naruto. There were influential people at play. Akatsuki, we found out the Akatsuki was influencing everything because they were doing the dirty work of the five nations behind the back of everybody else. It wasn't until people had the power to go against them in their last plot that everybody joined. Even though they had the influence, it was the power of the entire shinobi world that went against them to end that war. Even the central, even the Central 46 in fucking Bleach. They had all the influence to control stuff with the noble houses and all of this stuff. It wasn't until people came in there and used their power to kill them or to show them that, hey, I'm the real leader because I'm in the front lines, like Shinsui did, like Kiraku did. I have the power and I'm wielding my authority. Power will always override influence when influence falls short. Influence can always fall short because it can make promises that it cannot keep. It cannot keep if it doesn't connect its network. You have to look. You have to leverage the things that we have. Every person that we, every anime character that we follow and that we like and we fuck with leverages something, even if they do it subconsciously or unconsciously. That's their gift, to leverage their friendship, to leverage their leadership, to leverage their learning, even in their losses, to make themselves stronger. And I think that's one of the things that we have to consider ourselves as modern men and women, that we have to leverage our wins and our losses in order to create the life that we want. And not just the shit that's on social media, because we got to have a whole episode about how that shit's fucking us up either. But neither here nor there. We gonna wrap this up because we done laughed and we done talked shit. If we drink anymore, our ass gonna be passed out. This is the Up to It podcast. I am your host, El Capitan Con Fuego Feeding Bumbo. Next to my dog, certified, and the one closest and magnetically drawn down to that great death, that terrible death that I was talking about. The man, the myth, the legend, John Sticky Face LeBlanc. Fuck with us, man. We keeping it
We,
going. We doing what we need to do, and we doing it strong,
we
dog. So
before we end off, I've been doing it on my podcast. I'm gonna do it for you. I gotta end off with
what
a
is?
toast.
Let's do it.
All right. Here's to those who've seen us at our best and who've seen us at our worst and can't tell the difference. Up to it,
Praise
down
God.
to it. Fuck those who don't do it. We only do it because
We
we
only
used
do
to.
it because we used to it.
Now drink, motherfucker, drink.
We appreciate y'all. Until next time.